morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, lover. How are you?
I'm fine too. My mom was making a little fun of us that we ask each other how we are as if we haven't seen each other yet, when in actuality, of course, we live together. Anyway, we're trying this room today. So this was our son's old room, but now he's launched and well on his way. So we have turned it into a really, really, really pretty guest bedroom. I don't know that this works either, but there's kind of a cool piece from an artist from the Netherlands that my mom knew when she was an exchange student there, and then a great piece in the corner from Emily Williams Wheeler. And I got a new mug.
Oh, I got one too.
From Katie Miller. It's hard to see in this light. I'm sorry.
I got a new one.
And then go forward because it's so stinking cute. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to say stinking. So really cute.
Cactus.
So it's from an artist from Watertown, South Dakota, who sells her work at Unglued downtown. So that's fun. 2 new mugs. My question for you before we start today is: did anybody try to have a 5-minute, honest, non-judgmental conversation over the weekend? Because
Ooh. I've been living here a long time. Ooh.
we were thinking that it would be great if somebody wanted to talk about that. You can send it to us privately if you want. But how did it go? How did 5 minutes of honesty go? So we have great hope that maybe it worked for some of you and that you'll let us know. But today we want to talk about rational versus irrational.
Yes.
Because we had a funny experience on Saturday. We have a soda stream because you were the major fizzy water drinker when I ordered it. So in 2008, I was working primarily for a house magazine. I was writing about houses all across the country. And of course, the housing market tanked. And so I lost my job. And we, before that, had been buying bottles of soda water and then recycling them.
By the truck?
Yeah, we were buying a lot of soda water. So SodaStream was this brand new product. In fact, you had to order it online. But I saw a post that said 10 ways you can economize in this economy, and that was one of them. So I ordered it, and we still have it today. I think it was $110, which felt like a big investment. But 12 years later, we're still using it. Now I'm the big fizzy water drinker.
But we don't use any of the flavors.
No, because they're yucky.
They are pretty terrible.
I mean, they're just like soda, and we don't drink soda, so there's that. Anyway, we went on Saturday to get CO2 refills, which are these big cartridges. And you really in town can mostly only get them at Bed Bath & Beyond, but there's been a huge run on them. So we got our 3 empty canisters, and we went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and we're all masked up, and we're doing all our work. And we get there, and they are out. Totally out. And you said, well, where else could we get them?
Yeah, calm as punch. That's an expression.
I don't think it is. I think it's pleased as punch.
So calm as a clam, or just calm. I was calm. Let's just leave it like that.
Let's go with calm. And all I could think about was, if this had been 4 years ago, and we had gone all the way to Bed Bath & Beyond, and they had been out, you would have done the equivalent to what a toddler does in the grocery store when you say no to whatever's at their eye level. You know, when they just throw themselves to the floor and they scream and howl and kick and are absolutely unmoved by how everyone around them is judging, not just them, but the parent who's allowing it. I have absolutely watched those instances, and I have judged them. And
they're only really understandable at an airport. And I only watch because I think, why can't I do that?
It's true. It is sort of appealing sometimes to think about being able to just flail around the way we internally do. But my point is, for one split second, 3.5 years. So Saturday was Maz's 3.5 anniversary, sobriety anniversary. Yeah. But for 3.5 years, I have enjoyed this man in sobriety. you would think that I would stop reverting back to my sort of anxiety producing moments where something doesn't go quite like I promised it would go. So 4 years ago, if we had gone to do this, I would have promised we'll just run there quickly, and then we'll go get a drink. And he wouldn't have thrown himself to the floor. You understand? I'm not saying he acted like a toddler.
There may have been some swearing.
There would definitely have been swearing. There would definitely have been loud, irrational behavior that would have been as embarrassing for me as the spouse as it is to be the parent of the child who's on the floor flailing.
But when you are in complete control of your faculties, you just sit there, or you stand there and you go, well, where else can we get them? So we tried.
We call it Creative Kitchen.
We went to Coles.
Oh, yeah.
They have them online, but they don't have them in the shop. But in case you're wondering, the happy end to this story is Target.
Target. Good job, Target.
They have loads of them. But you got to go to the customer
service
desk just in the door by the bathrooms, and they have them out back. So don't go and get them from the shelf and bring them over there with your empty ones. Just go and bring your empty ones to the desk.
What a community service we're providing for people today who have soda streams.
We are not sponsored by Target yet.
Or SodaStream. Anyway, I think the point of today is just, I think that when you were drinking, did you ever feel like you were having irrational responses to things, or did it feel fine to you?
That's a great question. Sometimes I actually did. There were some times when I actually would think, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, I think that about myself sometimes.
But it was weird. It was kind of voice way back in your head, and it was kind of a whisper. It wasn't really doing anything to take control of some over-the-top reaction. But thankfully, that's gone.
Yeah, it's true. You know what the truest thing of so many of these conversations is? I say to my absolute abject shame, is that I am by far the much more irrational, the much more narcissistic, the much more emotional, the much more definitive about what I will and won't do. And I mean, I don't drink that much, so I don't have a drinking problem. I just sort of have all of the lousy personality qualities that can come with it.
I wouldn't say they're lousy. I think you have a quirky personality.
It's putting it kindly. Anyway, so the takeaway today is, what value does it bring to be at Bed Bath & Beyond and to be so outraged that they have the audacity to be out of SodaStream carbon dioxide fillers, refills, that you make some poor minimum wage clerk feel bad. You embarrass your spouse. You embarrass yourself, whether you know it or not. What's the value of that? What's the win to that?
And also, here's another thing. Sorry, I think I'm going to sneeze. I'm not sure. February, on the cusp of, we started my fantastic birthday treat from Dana, which involved flying to England. But our plane got delayed. And because of...
Overnight. We missed a whole day.
Missed a whole day. But because of this newfound peace I have in my head, because my brain works properly now, I actually asked one of the worst job in the world, I think, is the person manning the desk, the departure desk at an airport.
When it doesn't go well.
I just asked this lass, what's the latest news? And they said, well, we can get you to Chicago. I thought, fine, then we'll stay overnight. And we flew the next morning, everything was fine. But this lass actually looked at me and thanked me. And she just said, thank you. And I said, well, for what? She goes, for not thinking this was my fault.
Yeah.
And then I looked around, and there were just people losing their mind everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's having your brain back and having that quiet part of your head. It's a fantastic thing. You should be grateful for it. I actually felt a little bit bad because it was Dana that remembered that Saturday night was my 3.5-year sobriety birthday. And we got this morning. You read me a social media.
Oh, right.
Someone, I'll start by saying it was someone thanking everyone for the well wishes for his 30th sobriety birthday, and he had a cake with 30 years on it. You can tell them who it was.
It was Elton John.
Yeah, Sir Elton John.
And he held up his 30-year AA chip. And what I really loved about that is it totally confirms Maz's point, which is when you show up at AA, we're all the same.
Yeah.
Elton John, can you imagine? You walk into your AA meeting and Elton John is there. I mean, again, I've never been to an AA meeting, so maybe it wouldn't be a big deal.
When Brad Pitt won he's only won one Oscar. When he won his Oscar for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he actually thanked, there was an interview with him afterwards, he thanked his sobriety group.
Yeah.
Imagine going to an AA meeting with Brad Pitt. That'd be cool.
Well, I think what it does is it does two really beautiful things.
Yeah.
One, it does remind you that in that room, everybody is the
Yeah.
same. And two, it speaks to the idea that this is not a disease of class or race or education or profession. This is just a disease, and it doesn't care who you are. Alcohol doesn't care that Brad Pitt or Elton John are Brad Pitt and Elton John.
Another thing is, you have never heard a single thing, if you take with Brad Pitt and the paparazzi and the weird newspapers that you can buy when you're queuing up to buy your groceries, like the National Enquirer or anything. There's never been a story about Brad Pitt's AA meeting.
That's true.
You know,
Nobody revealed what went on in there.
What goes on here stays here. You will never be judged, and it's always held in complete confidence. And it's a trust that's amazing. If you are, well, even if you're 3.5 years sober like me, 30 years sober like Sir Elton John, or however long Brad Pitt's been sober, we're all the same, and you can trust everyone there. You'll never be judged.
Hey, and because he put it on Facebook, I obviously wouldn't say this otherwise, but he put it out there today. Thad Stafford, happy 2-year sober anniversary
Thad,
today.
well done, congratulations.
It's fabulous. We're really proud of you.
I can't wait to, I'll buy you lunch when it's safe to do so.
Okay, I think that's it. Stick with rational. Whether you're the addict or the regular person, rational is just a much more pleasant way to go through the day.
It's a very nice, pleasant way to have your head set.
Yeah. Enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great
at 8:30.
day.
Bye.